Lesson 6.12. I love this guy's name. You say L'Hôpital's rule. So we always joked and called it Little Hospital because that's how it looks, but it's L'Hôpital. So really the H is silent. This was named after a French mathematician. I'm not even going to attempt to say his name, but he was from the late 1600s. And what L'Hôpital's rule states is that if you have a limit of a function as x goes to a value, and you have a quotient rule, or I'm trying to think, a rational function, there we go, and we would get this indeterminate form, where remember we'd plug it in and it would get like 0 divided by 0, and we would see, we don't know what that is yet, so we'd have to factor or do some work to it. Well, if you get indeterminate form, which is 0, 0, or infinity over infinity, then you can just simply take the derivative of the top and the bottom and then plug in that value, because now we can find the derivative really fast. So let's try one. Your first thing is make sure that L'Hôpital's rule applies. Sometimes it doesn't. And so we just want to do a direct substitution here by plugging in 1, 4 times 1 squared plus 5 over 2 times f of 1 plus 2. 1 squared is 1 times 4 is 4 plus 5 is 9. That'd be a 2 times f of 1 is negative 1 plus 2. So that'd be negative 2 plus 2 is 0. You get 9 over 0. So I did not get an indeterminate form. I got a number divided by 0. That is does not exist. Okay, so number divided by 0 is does not exist. Those are still going to show up. All right, number 2, let's check. So plugging in 2 times f of 2 times 2 would be 4 minus 2 squared is 4 over 2 times 2 squared is 4 minus 8. So I see an 8 minus 8 on the bottom, and then f of 4 is 2. So I'll have 2 times 2 is 4 minus 4 is 0. That is indeterminate form, so L'Hôpital's rule can be used. What we're going to do is take the derivative of the top, and so we'll have like a chain rule here. It'll be 2 times f prime of 2x times 2 minus 2x. And then we'll clean that up. 2 times 2 is 4, f prime of 2x minus 2. And we're plugging in 2 here. So it'll be 4 times f prime of 2 times 2 is 4 minus 2. What's the derivative at 4? Is 6. So we've got 4 times 6 minus 2. 24 minus 2 is 22. So all that was just the derivative of the numerator, then do direct substitution and you get your top number. Okay, on the bottom it's going to go faster because our derivative is simply 4x. And we want to plug in 2. So 4 times 2 is 8. So we get 22 over 8 divided by 2. That would be 11/4 is actually the slope right there. All right, number 3 is in a graph. We're plugging in negative 2. Let's check to see if L'Hôpital's rule works. 3 times negative 2 is negative 6 plus 6, so that gets 0. 2 times f of 3 times negative 2 is negative 6. Minus negative 2 will become plus 2. F of negative 6. So at negative 6, our point here is at negative 1. So it'll be 2 times negative 1 plus 2 is 0. So we need to do L'Hôpital's rule. We're going to take the derivative of the top. So that would be just simply 3 over, take the derivative of the bottom. That would be, again, a chain rule. 2 times the derivative of f of 3x times the derivative of 3, x is 3, minus 1. Don't forget about the 1 there. So 3 over 6 times f prime of 3x minus 1. and we're plugging in -2, so 6 times f prime of 3 times -2 is -6 minus 1. So pay attention, we're not just finding f at -6, we're finding the slope at -6. So it would be this linear piece here, which looks like it's just going down 1, right 1, right? Down 1, right 1. So that's the slope of -1. So it'll be 6 times -1 minus 1, which is -6 minus 1 is -7. So I get 3 over -7, or -3/7 as my slope. And then number 4 has E in it. Let's check for L'Hopital's rule to apply. 2 times -1 is -2 plus 2, 0, plus 3 times -1. So remember, anything to the 0 power is 1. 3 times 1 is 3, plus -3, that's 0. And this one would be 5 times -1 squared, which is 1 times 5 is 5, minus 5 is 0. Another indeterminate form, so we'll take the derivative of the top. Remember, e is itself, so it's e to the 2x plus 2 power, times the derivative of this is simply 2, and then plus 3. Okay, on the bottom is 10x. And so we'll have 6 e to the 2 times -1 plus 2 power plus 3, 6e to the -2 plus 2 is 0, e to the 0 power is 1, 6 times 1 is 6, plus 3 is 9. So I get a 9 on the top, and then this is simply 10 times -1, which is -10. So -9/10 is my slope. But remember, always check to see if L'Hopital's rule applies first. If it doesn't, you cannot use it.